You know what? I need something that'll wake me up and then f me up. And that's what somebody apparently asked Dick Bradsell of the of Fred's Bar in London back in the 1980s. So in this episode of Hit the Mahogany, we are going to be doing, yes, Espresso Martini. Previously was a vodka espresso and now it's turned into Espresso Martini. And of course this is one very much from the 1980s. You know what, I have a hankering for one of these every so often, definitely. You know, maybe it's the end of the night, you just need a little pick-me-up but you still want to keep drinking. Or maybe you just had a few too many beers and you want to throw in a cocktail at the end. Probably not the smartest thing to do, but anyway, here we go. We're going to go with an Espresso Martini. Now, I'm actually going to say, this is, and this is no joke, this is actually the hardest cocktail that I've made so far. And I've done more than are on the channel just now. But the way that you've got the coffee liqueur, the vodkas, you know, it's a neutral taste mostly, and then you've got coffee. There's so many variations on when you actually mix this. It can actually be really difficult to get the flavour right and something that you actually like. So we'll go through it anyway as we're building this one. I'm actually going to be making two here. So it starts with, I'm going to start off with, it's 2 ounces of vodka. What I'm actually going to do here, the vodka that I'm actually going to use is just, I'm going to put in 3, because it's 2 that I'm making here, I'm going to put in 3 of straight up vodka, and then I'm actually going to put in 1, which would be the equivalent of half an ounce if you were making a single one, 1 ounce of vanilla vodka. And I actually quite like, this adds a nice little twist to the Espresso Martini. You can try it with different amounts of vanilla vodka, you could try the whole lot with vanilla vodka, but what I find is the mind kind of thinks of vanilla as being part of a dessert. So if you put in, oh, that's the wrong cap on that, but if you put in too much of the vanilla, it kind of makes you think that it's sweeter than it really is. But it just adds a nice little twist just adding in the vanilla vodka there. Okay, so that's that. Now what we actually then have is a coffee liqueur. I'm going to add 1 ounce for each drink here of the coffee liqueur, and what I've actually got here is, this stuff is from Australia. It's a brand called Mr. Black, really good. Why? Because it's got a good coffee flavour and it's not sickly sweet. Now if you can't get something like Mr. Black, then certainly try and get your hands on, you know, something like kahlua. You can do that as well, but you have to be careful about the sweetness that you're actually putting in there. Okay, so you know what, I'm doing this back to front. It's going to be 1 ounce of a espresso coffee. So let's jump back to this espresso coffee. A lot of recipes say use it hot, then put it in the shaker and chill it down quickly as quickly as possible. I've tried that, and with the ice that I've got, it just dilutes it too quickly. So this is actually already cooled down. They say that you also get a better foam by using it warm. But this would be 1 ounce per drink here, so I'm actually going to put in 2 ounces of the espresso. So that's going in there. So you can try other coffees as well. This is one where you're going to have to try different things until you get the one that you actually like. Okay, we're going to come back to the coffee liqueur, and it's actually only half an ounce that you're going to put in for each of these. So we are going to put in 1 ounce because we're making 2. So that's the Mr. Black. Now, I know that this isn't as sweet as kahlua, so a 1/4 ounce per drink of a simple syrup actually makes this one just the perfect sweetness for what I like, and that isn't too sweet. Now everybody, as I said, is going to have different, you know, preferences for the flavour. You're going to have to try this one quite a few different times. If you've only got kahlua, you might not need the syrup. If your coffee isn't dark enough, you know, if your coffee's too dark, you might need it a little bit sweeter. Just try different things and to get this right. It is pretty difficult, even although it seems pretty simple because of all these variations. Alright, enough of the chatter, let's get this chilled down and actually get it friggin' made up. So we're going to throw in quite a bit of ice here, and then we're going to shake this one. Ice in, on, good shake. And that should do it. Now, because everything's pretty cool, there shouldn't be too much dilution in there, and with it being the coffee in there already, you really don't want to dilute it too much more. You just want it chilled down. So we're going to double strain it into our coupe glasses here. There we go. You're going to get the foam coming out of there. That looks really, really nice. I think somebody got stiffed, one's bigger than the other one. Alright, there we go. That'll do us. That is it. Garnish for this. Everybody knows what the garnish is for this. It's coffee beans. 1, 2, nah, 3. You're looking for 3 coffee beans into this. You know what? And it just looks really good in the coupe glass here. Now if you are using, you can shake it more, get more of a head on it. If your coffee's been a little bit warmer when you put it in there, you will get more of a head on it, definitely. It's funny because as it settles sometimes it looks a little bit like a Guinness actually. Alright, let's give this one a shot. Cheers. Oh. Coffee. Vodka kick comes through there, a little bit of vanilla at the end. Just sweet enough. And then this Mr. Black, there's just a little bit of a subtle bitterness from their liqueur there, but this is just a phenomenal. Yeah, that took me 3 or 4 tries to get to this one because I tried it with kahlua. It was too sweet for what I was looking for. I tried the Mr. Black without the extra syrup. It just wasn't sweet enough. But this, just this balance that I gave you just now, and a little bit of the vanilla vodka in there, really, really nice. That's excellent. Alright, stay awake, don't get too f***ed up, and enjoy your espresso martinis. Cheers.